talk about men settling, and I mean, settling for women they know that they don't want to be with, because they know the woman that they truly want to be with either don't want to be with them, they can't be with them, or anything of that nature. And it's honestly crazy because men will real life have that woman thinking that they are in love with them, that they are the light of their whole life, that they're just the happiest with them. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they could settle enough to be happy with them. But it's just the fact that you know that you're truly not in love with this woman, but still will play, I don't know, I don't want to say mind games, but it's like mind games. And I can speak from this from personal situations where people have had to settle for other people because I didn't want to be with them at the time, or I we just couldn't be together. And my thing is, why settle for that? Like, I mean, it's okay to move on, but like, why are you faking your love for somebody? Why are you faking being in love with somebody? It's just weird. It's just a weird thing, and it's just a topic that I can go on and on and on and on about. But I don't want to get too personal on it. But
So, long story short, I don't know if y'all was able to see all of that. Was y'all able to see most of that?
We saw
All
it
right.
all.
Do y'all believe that men, or you could just have it across the board, but we can start off with guys. Do you think that men usually settle for the women that they get with?
I think so. I think they find like maybe 65% of what they want in a woman, and they rock with it. I don't think men by and large get what they want out of a woman. And I think the notion of love is it's an ideal. It's not a real thing. I think love is like it's like a loan. It's like here for a short time, not a long time. I don't think humans can really love someone for the duration of a life. That's like a hard emotion to feel someone for that long.
Flemmy,
Well,
do
being
you think
in
that?
love. Let me clarify. Words matter. Being in love. That's a big emotion to feel for a lifetime for somebody.
But okay, so let me follow that up though. Do you think that, because you say being in love, right? But is that like a fleeting emotion? You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Like, is
That's why I
be
said
is
that's why I said it's a loan. It's like it's temporary. It's like a temporary gift, and you do everything with it while you have it because it's gonna be gone eventually.
Let me ask you another question. Do you think that women know when they're getting settled for by men that settle for them? Given if a man's
No,
settling for a woman in the
no.
frame that she's selling, do you think that women know that they're getting settled for, or do you think that they believe that they're actually getting the best version?
Generally, generally, no. I think women think they're the shit and that they're the prize and all that. Like there, of course, there's anomalies like fucking hood boogers that got some nigga that pull them out the ghetto type of shit. Like there's those anomalies that they probably know. Like I found a good one and he put me in a better spot. But I think most women think think they're the prize, and I don't think they're. I don't even think they're grateful for it. I
Hmm.
think that they because you know what I mean. Like just even in the fact of settling, that's kind of like narcissistic. Like why are you so good that you're the one settling type of shit? That's what most women think.
Slimmy, do you think that men often at times, not all the time, but do you think that most men are often at times settling for the woman that they then get with?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, yeah, because like a lot of women, they don't even know how to treat a man. Like men, we are programmed from youth that you treat a woman a certain way. Most men, we are is like we just this is just the nature of things. Like you always told, hey, you let a woman go through the door first. You hold the door for a woman. Just you just get taught chivalry as a child. Like they just program this into you. And I'm not sure that women, the majority of women are being trained how to be a wife. So I think, yeah, a lot of men are settling because you dealing with sometimes you're dealing with a woman that doesn't know how to treat a man. 9 times out of 10, they playing it by ear. They haven't been designed to do this since they were a child. You know, like we are designed to learn a lot of things about women as little boys. Don't hit little girls. You know what? Everything is, women are precious. So you got to treat them a certain way. We've been designed to learn this from youth. Like, now women aren't necessarily trained like
What do
that.
we settle for, Slimmy? Like, is it physical? Is it mental? Is it what do we feel like we settling for? Because there's guys that'll get with women, for example, that may be gorgeous, but they may be missing something up here. Or it may be guys that get with women that got a great attitude or whatever, or she may be a good girl, but she may not fit the mold of where he think he going physically. Where do you think that men settle most at?
Unintelligent.
Uh,
Sorry, my bad.
I think men mostly are settling in the department of, like I just said, like women know how to treat them. I don't think a lot of women, they're not trying to understand a man. They don't try to understand the man at all. I think that's what's missing. So I think that would fall under, I think that's more like falling under like catering. I don't think a lot of women understand how to cater to a man completely. They know the little basic shit, man. Make sure that you cook for them and clean, but it's deeper than that. It's way more. You got to learn what makes a man tick. Like, for instance, some guys, they want to be left alone. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when not to nag. You got to know when to just let him do his own thing. I don't think a lot of women understand that though. I really don't. Like, just small little shit women aren't picking up on men, and you can see that shit. Like,
I don't think that that's their fault though, Slimmy. I'm gonna shoot women some bail right now. I'm not sure if it's their fault.
why
I
isn't it
think
their fault?
because I think that the nature of women when they like you is to be clingy. I
I
think
think
that the
Molly was
nature.
dead different.
Listen, listen. I think that the nature of women when they like you, when they really really like you, and I'm not talking about in passing, and it's not all women. I don't think everybody's a monolith, but I think that the nature of a lot of women is to be clingy. Now, I think that's different from a woman that is nagging. Nagging and clinging is two different things, right? A
There's a
woman that
thin line.
no, I don't think so
Oh,
because
it's
I
a
think
thick line. It's a huge line. That's a total
because
difference.
a woman that nags you could be nagging you because you know what I'm saying. Like she could just be. I hate to use big words, but I like to say cantankerous, right? Or you know what I'm saying. She just a person that is always problematic or got issues. I think that's completely different from a woman that always that wants to be up under you when she's around you. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
something totally different. Yeah, those
Yeah,
two totally different things.
I think that clinging is much different than a woman that's kind of problematic and always want to argue.
Yeah. No,
A
no,
woman that
no.
wants
Yeah,
to
no,
argue,
no. It's gonna. I agree with you that there's women, they want to be around a man. I'm not talking about wanting to be around him, and like they don't understand when to give him space though.
correct, right?
That's yeah, that's what I
I don't
mean.
think
Like,
that I don't think that all guys can tell the difference. Like a lot of guys will kind of snap sometimes and be like, "Man, I just want to be left alone." Or if he's immersed in his game or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he's situationally aware to where sometimes he can recognize she may just want to be under you or want to be around you versus a woman that'll say some shit like, "Why you always on the game?" Like a woman that say, "Why you always on the game?" is much different than a woman that's saying, you know what I'm saying, that's bothering you and interrupting you while you on the game because she want to be up under you. That's how
yeah,
I.
she doing stuff, fucking with your hair, like grabbing you, and yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's yeah. I think dudes do snap. I think I do agree with that. Like, men aren't situationally aware. Yeah, so that's another thing that men gotta learn how to do. So you gotta train your woman up. And I don't think men are training them up, but I think the initial thing is
all the
that
time. Um, it just kind of depends. Molly, you were shaking your head. What's going on down there, baby?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I was just listening. I was just
Molly,
listening to Slimmy's
do,
points.
do you think that men often at times settle for the men that they wind up getting with?
Yeah, I think that, and let me also state, I think women do too, but yes, I do think that men settle, and I think that men have always kind of settled, and women are starting to realize it and wake up to it and realize life is not a Disney movie. And in reality, you have to compromise and settle a little bit if you do want to be with somebody. So
Mm.
these women are, this is why I don't think a lot of women can handle how men really think and feel about certain things. Because if a woman knows you, she's with you and she might not be the one that you're in love with, that is going to hit her and her feelings a little bit, but
Why does
just
it
is
have to
what
be
it
said?
is.
Like, why do you like? Is that a conversation? I'm not in love with you. Where like, why does that even have to be a thing?
As far as what?
Like, why would that ever come out of a man's mouth to his person?
No, it probably would not. But I think from discourse on the internet, and women are starting to hear how men really feel and think,
You know,
they can't handle it because that's not what we were programmed to think. We were programmed to think men love just like us. If he chose us, this we must be the end all be all. And maybe you was just the only one that stuck around and everybody else left. So he just said, you know what?
I think choosing to love is like a brave thing to do. Like to put your heart and soul and out of that, like for somebody else to just smash it and crush it and discard it like it's nothing. I think
I
it's
mean, but
brave.
I think that's like TV and media just have us over romanticizing relationships in general. Like we think everything's supposed to run off of love. And it's like love could look different
I
for
think
different people.
women think that. I don't think men think that. I think that's a woman.
Exactly. I think women think this because
Pause that. Hold on. You saying you think that men think that? Say that again, Quentin.
No, it was Molly's sentiment. Like women think
Molly,
that. You talking about being
no, no,
brave
no.
about
Because you were
love?
saying that you were saying about love, right? And you were saying that.
I said
Okay,
when
I just
I said when a
I'm not.
person chooses it, it's a brave thing to do because you're. I think like the most dangerous person in a woman's life is her husband that she'll ever meet and what he can do to her.
Hold on to that because I got.
What
No,
was that
no, no, hold on, hold on,
devious?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't go there. Don't go there because I got a clip that I want to ask. It's funny you be saying that shit because I got an actual clip that I want to bring up with that. So we're gonna pause on that one. I'm gonna come back to that. But so all right, let me ask Mika. Mika, before I even get into that, do you think that men often at times settle for the women that they get with?
I think men settle more than women do. Um,
Oh, that's
I
fact.
think they settle. I think they settle in looks. I think they because that's way more important to y'all than it is to women. So when I see men with what y'all call mid, I'm like,
Oh, what?
Why you say
because
that's rude?
because y'all
Oh,
because
what?
when I see men with what you guys call mid,
Oh, mid. Oh, okay. My bad.
yeah, I know what you thought I said.
I thought you said mid. I was
I
wondering,
I,
think
I
that
know,
what?
I know. When
I
I
don't
saw
know
the
though,
look,
But
Mika,
that's why I repeated it
because
for you.
I don't know though, Mika, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, because it goes
But you
back
don't
to
think
the
that
fact.
like 98% of us are mid?
No, no.
No, of
But a
people.
mid man and a mid woman is two different things.
Okay,
They're
explain
not
that.
the
That's what I
same.
want. That's why I was asking you. Clarify
Yeah.
what you think when you say mid.
So what women will deem mid, it has nothing to. It doesn't really have anything to do with looks, because a man can be, I don't know, genuine, and if he doesn't have any drive and he broke, all that type of stuff, he will be mid. It doesn't matter, right? He can be mid. What as a woman, you can be rich, you can be all of that stuff, but if you're not physically appealing to most men, you're mid, no matter what else you have going on.
Do you think that it's a gap though? Like when women evaluate men, it's either a in or out. Cause like I kind of like to think about it, and y'all give me the insight, and I'm just kind of asking a question. What I want to frame it like this: I kind of look at the way that women see men, how they communicate. That it's either hot or cold, and then there's very few men that's in the middle. Like it's either I'm not fucking with you all the way, or I'm really fucking with you, and then it's a few people in the middle. It's like, all right, cool, I could roll with you if ain't shit else popping, I'm gonna roll with you. I kind of look at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Women
Whereas
are all. What was that?
Go ahead.
Women are just. I'm old as fuck, and I still don't understand women. Like the last like relationship I was in. I'm not currently in a
Huh?
relationship. Like y'all, Anton met her. Like she was on a plane to see me fucking 3 times a month. She was fucking buying me shit. That's weird as shit. I ain't never had no girl buy me nothing. That shit was super awkward. And like, I didn't really like her like that. You know what I mean? And she was doing all the stuff, and I was like, "Is this what it likes with a woman?"
Right. So that's what I'm
People say when
saying.
a woman like you, they spend money on you, and la 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 la, and they say all that. And
Right. But
I've
y'all
never.
y'all will go down, y'all will go down in looks
But she
just to get
wasn't.
the other things like because a lot of the times, not all the times, but a lot of the times women who look good aren't as submissive because they have more options, they have more this, that, and the third, right? And they're maybe not the nicest and things like that. So a lot of the times men will go down in looks. I get it, but it's still what it is. It's settling, right?
But her looks
It's
the
were.
chick that
Her
he
looks.
talking about though, she wasn't bad looking.
Yeah, she came to the meetup. She was like a
yeah, but
six,
it's not,
Bad
but
looking.
it's not, but
with
it's
no
not
makeup on.
right. But okay, what I'm saying is it up to you? It's up to you to determine what's mid, what's this, what's that.
What
So
made
if
her mid was her 2 kids.
okay.
That's what made her
But
mid.
I guarantee you, a chick that's fine enough, a lot of dudes will look around it. I'm sorry, a lot of men will look around it.
Huh?
Yeah, I think a lot of men settle because of proximity too, though.
No, nigga, she
Like
wasn't
they're
old and
not
white, nigga. She was
Well, yeah.
Vietnamese. Shut the fuck up.
I've heard
like
that, right?
proximity. Like,
I've heard
you,
that.
you
Like
you're
if you
there,
listen to a
you're
lot of
there,
the
you're always there. You're at the bar when I get there. You at work when I get there. You're always there. I can't avoid you, and you throwing it at me. Okay, well we just see where this go.
well, like what's his
And
name?
a lot of
The
men settle
comedian.
like that.
He said, Mike Epps, he said, you can tell where I was in my life by my baby mamas. He's like, the more money I got, the finer they got.
Okay, that makes
He
sense.
was like, when I was in the hood, I was sleeping with who liked me. He was like, so my first baby mama is ugly. He
Facts.
was like,
That's
look at my wife now. She fine. He was like, it is what it is. I That's an extreme, but I think that is an accurate depiction of men with the proximity thing you were saying, Slimmy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he just this
But
Mike Epps funny.
women, on
Mike
that
Epps
note,
funny.
when they date like a, like a higher end man, they think that's now their bar. When it was probably just like a one off type shit.
You said what?
I said when men or when women date someone on the higher end of the whatever scale for you women, they think that's like now their bar.
Well, that's if they've only dated one, that might be. But if that is in their orbit, it's no, that's where they are.
No, say someone dated like a 8, 9, whatever man, and you really and you're like a 4, but now this 4 thinks that 8 or 9, like she puts this ideal on every other man that she comes
Right,
encounter with.
right, right, and that happens sometimes, like, if you see, like, these athletes, right? They'll have the chick they came in with or whatever, right? And so now that she's in that circle, let's say they break up, she's like, "Well, I can go get another one of these guys," but
No, you
yeah,
can't.
you're in the circle, but still,
No, they're
Yeah,
not gonna keep you though.
the currency was because he came in with you.
That makes sense.